All right, so it is time for Pilates core work. So we're going to be working center part of the body here into the lower back and into all of the abdominal muscles, an area that's extremely important in all of life, but of course we think about it in association with summertime because sometimes lighter clothing requires everything being nice and tight and firm. So before I start any abdominal or Pilates exercise, I always ask, do you have diastasis recti? And if you don't know whether you do or not, we're going to take the test right now. So here we go. Pretend like you're about to do a sit-up. Lay all the way back. Knees are pointed up, feet flat on the floor. Okay. You can have your hands resting across your abdomen. You might already start to feel it before you've even done anything. That's how mine used to be. Okay, but just to be sure, hand behind the head, breathe in. Exhale. Start to lift. Start to lift. Get all the way up into a crunch position. Let your air out, and then use your fingers around your navel. If your fingers go into your body and you can feel muscle on either side of your fingers, that's diastasis. Then start to go up and down to see how far the tear is. And also see how many fingers you can fit in that tear. That's important information to have when you need to have it officially diagnosed by a doctor. You can have diastasis recti from a pregnancy, from a very large weight gain and sudden weight loss, or even from a problem such as bulimia with overuse of the abdominal muscles. So if you do have diastasis recti, you can do the exercises at the beginning of this workout. I'm going to tell you when to stop. And then from that point on, it will be for people who do not have diastasis recti, okay? So are you ready? I want you to get comfortable here. I like sitting in cross-legged position, putting my sits bones down on the mat, very strong and firm, not wobbling around. Get myself nice and tall. Pilates breathing is in through the nose and out through the mouth very forcefully. Have your hands down low on your abdomen to feel the force of the air and how it moves. You keep breathing on your own pattern. Let me tell you a couple of things while you're going. So when you breathe in, you should feel expansion here, not up here. We're not raising up. All of this is still, it's only expanding outward from here. And then the muscle force pushes the air out of the body by pushing in and up here. And also you feel the pelvic floor tighten up from the bottom, from where you're sitting in your roots here. As you go, get stronger in your breath out. Now hold it in tight. Take small breaths. You should still be able to breathe. Hold it to where it stays nice, tight, and firm. And we're going to do little tiny pulses in that you can't really see, but your navel is going to be pulling in and up. Very small. In, 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 in. Keep it tight and firm. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale out. Push. Breathe in. Exhale out. A little extra. Breathe in. Exhale out. A little extra. Okay, now we're going to take it to supine position. That means lying on your back like we were before. A rule in diastasis recti is you do not do regular crunches like what I showed you at the beginning. Now that you know you have diastasis recti, you don't do that anymore, but you can lift one leg at a time off of the floor. So bring it in, exhale, breathe in. Now, keeping the feet down, you're going to pretend that the bottom rib is going to go towards the opposite hip without moving your body. Breathe in, other side. Last time. And last time on the other side. If you have diastasis recti, back it up and start again from the beginning. Do this workout several times per day to get your abdomen stronger and hopefully start bringing the muscles closer to each other. Make sure that you get a diagnosis on it and find out whether or not you have a hernia stuck in between those two muscles. Okay, so people that do not have diastasis, we're going to go from here. We're going to do 3 abdominal exercises from this position. Then we'll be flipping it over and doing 3 exercises from plank position. Are you ready? Hands behind the head, breathe in. Exhale, come to a crunch position, bring both legs up. Now we're going to do a bicycle. Now keep it under control. Exhale every single time. The lower the legs come toward the mat, the harder it is. So if this is hard for you, the legs are going to go higher. Your lower back is on the mat, not wobbling around. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, set it down. Okay, now we're going to do leg lifts. So legs all the way out. And put your hands under your hips for a little bit of support. Here we go, lifting up. Don't touch the floor. The larger the range of motion, the harder this is. So if you're new to this exercise, you're only going to do a little bit here at the top. The more advanced you are, the larger your range of motion. Now let me tell you this, you do not want your abdominals poking out at any time. They have a choice. They can poke out or they can pull in. You want your abdominals to pull in always. Otherwise, they'll grow the wrong way, grow outward. 2 more times. Knees in, hold them here for a moment. Now we do a very difficult motion. It's going to be using upper body, lower body. It's called jackknife. Arms are up, legs are out. We're only going to need to do 6. Bring the fingertips towards the toes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great job. Okay, I just brought myself up to a seated position. You can do the same. I'm doing some exercises now from plank position. So if you have a hard time with your wrists, you're going to want to do these down lower, down here, okay? But I'm starting up here from plank position. Get your abs pulled in and under. Make sure that you're not sagging. And get your hips also pulled in and under. Get nice and straight. Turn. Lift up. Drop the hip. Bring it up. Back to the center. Other way. Lift up. Drop the hip. Up. Back to center. Other way. Lift up. Drop. Lift up. Back to center. Other way. Lift up. Drop. Up. Center. Turn. Drop. Up. Center. Turn. Drop. Up. Center. Turn. Drop. Up. Center. Hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bounce the toes in and out. In and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it out. Now side to side. Just 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring the knees down. Now for those last 2 exercises, if they were too intense for you, bouncing the toes, then you're going to want to go to here. You're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, okay? For both of those exercises, lifting and lowering the knees. You can also do one more review of side to side if that is more comfortable for you than bouncing the feet. You will get strong enough to bounce those feet. All right, I hope this was enjoyable to you. Let me know how you're feeling after doing just a few abdominal moves that are going to make a big difference.